Breaking tonight, President Obama announcing that he will address the nation on Sunday about the attacks in California and about terror more broadly. This after ISIS leadership responded for the first time today to the shootings in San Bernardino that left 14 people dead and more than 20 wounded. Investigators continue to search for a link between the couple responsible and any known terror groups. NBC's Miguel Almaguer has the latest tonight from Redlands, California.
In this bedroom community outside Los Angeles, neighbors tell NBC News Saeed Farook and Tafshin Malik appeared to live an ordinary life. But inside their Redlands home, there were signs they were plotting and planning a terrorist attack.
We have several down in the conference room, several down.
Today, the militant group ISIS praised the attack, calling the couple martyrs and followers. But U.S. government sources say there's no evidence the attack was directed by a militant group. Malik was born in Pakistan, pledged allegiance to ISIS on Facebook shortly before the massacre. Reuters News reporting she spent time in the Punjab province in her early years and later went to university there, which was a hotbed for extremist recruiting. Malik had 2 brothers and 2 sisters and spent time in Saudi Arabia, but her family says there were no signs that she was involved with radical Islamic groups. But some experts say U.S. officials are right to ask if she radicalized her husband.
I think Tafshin Malik selected a vulnerable yet clean candidate to be her cohort in terrorism. Oftentimes with duos, we have a primary actor who manipulates a more vulnerable, subservient person.
Coming to the U.S. last year on a so-called fiancé visa, Malik married Farook after meeting in Saudi Arabia. He was born in Chicago, a college graduate with a good-paying job as a restaurant inspector in San Bernardino. Friends say there was no way he was the mastermind.
This is something political because this brother, he couldn't have done that.
The shooter's home, where they raised a 6-month-old daughter, was a bomb-making factory, packed with explosives, ammunition, and tools to build IEDs. Killed by police in a shootout, their deadly plot ending in the hands of ER doctors like Dalia Nazmin.
This is something I'll never forget. I'll never be able to fully conceive how those patients' families were affected.
The 14 dead are mothers and fathers, sons and daughters. Shannon Johnson died a hero. When gunfire rang out, he gave his life to save Denise Perasa. From the hospital, she says Johnson shielded her, saying 3 words, "I got you." Tonight, her life a tribute to his, in a massacre where there are still so many questions.
The president's address will be shown right here on NBC at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Moving on now, we're learning more tonight about where the 4 guns used in the massacre came from. It turns out that 2 of those guns, the assault rifles, were purchased by a friend of Saeed Farook. Overnight, law enforcement searched a house belonging to a friend of Saeed Farook, who they believe originally purchased the 2 assault rifles used in the rampage. One bought in 2011 and the other in 2012. Authorities say they do not consider him a suspect in the mass shooting, but they want to know when the guns were transferred to the couple.
It's an urban tactical weapon that these individuals used in a capacity for terroristic acts.
The semi-automatic rifles known as AR-15s have been used in some of the deadliest shootings in recent history, including in Aurora, Colorado, and the horrific Sandy Hook shooting where 20 children and 6 adults were killed.